Hi, good evening. Welcome to Teresa Parker Art, and it is Tuesday night live, and I hope my microphone's working. If it's not, please let me know. Of course, you wouldn't know. I just asked you, would you? So I'm watching for the comments. Let's see if we can get somebody on here and let me know if it's working or not. Before I forget, if you will put your email in the comments, I will send you a free butterfly paint lesson of this little guy right here. He's actually a lot of fun, very pretty, and you can make him any color you want. So tonight we are going to do this nifty little carrot, and it is so much fun. It's going to be mixed media. So I've got my hot glue gun out, my hair dryer out, a bunch of different ribbons and things. We're gonna see. We'll just see. I don't even know if it's gonna work out well. But I remember my mom asked me, "So what are you gonna paint on Tuesday?" And I said, "A carrot." She was like, she's always so nice. Well, isn't that interesting? So let's make it an interesting carrot. So I've got a couple of different oranges. I kind of like this orange right here for a carrot because it's not like bright orange. And let's look at this one and see what this one is, a brighter orange. I kind of like that too. Maybe we'll use both. So what's going to happen is, let's put him, maybe you can see him right there. That's the little picture. So let's go ahead and paint the carrot first. On here, I'm just going to grab a little brush and let's start with the orange. So I'm going to say the leaves come down to about here, right? Top of the carrot might be about here. And we're kind of bring them down like this. And kind of like this. Doesn't have to be, even or perfect. It is a vegetable. I just really like the carrot. I thought it was so cute with a little black and white background. I just thought it would be so much fun to paint. So I'm going to try this color first. And I think what I'll do, I'm sorry. This is actually, jack-o'-lantern. And the darker color is, I have new contacts and I don't think they work really good. Wow, I can't really, Terra Cotta. So here, let me put it up there so you can, it's backwards. So you can read it. Can you see it yet? There it is, Terra Cotta. So we'll just blend. Oops, I made a mess of I'm painting myself. I paint my paint brushes. I wore a long sleeve tonight because it's kind of chilly out. So we're going to see how long it is before I get my sleeves into the paint. I'm going to use this Terra Cotta though and kind of blend it in. I really like that color. I'm really digging on that color. Okay. So we'll just kind of mix it in. What do you think? I think that's kind of pretty together, actually. The jack-o'-lantern and the terracotta. I do like that darker color. We're going to go through here with palette knife later, and we will put some other colors on here. So I'm just going to kind of fill in this little carrot here with the terracotta and the jack-o'-lantern orange. And then, gosh, this just does not take much paint at all. I know I always put out way too much paint. But, yeah, this is going to look okay. I really can't tell in the camera if, what do you think? I don't want it too straight. Does that look pretty good? Can you see it all? Okay, a little orange. So, like this. And I'm just kind of trying to, I don't want the colors to really blend, but I do want to kind of mix in this paint. I'm using actually a canvas board for this, and it is a 10 by 20. And what happened was I had actually drawn on it earlier, something else, and messed it up pretty good. So what I did was I went over it with gesso, which is just like I don't know, it's like a just a thick white paint that actually primes a canvas. And then I went over it with some gray in the background, and just to kind of make it not so bright white. So that's all I did to this canvas before, and only because it was already kind of used. And I don't like waste, so I will reuse my canvases, my paints, whatever I can. Okay, so there's my little carrot. I kind of like that color. I like that color mixed. I have to remember this one. And let's see. Let's work on the leaves up here. I'll get some dark green. Not so much this time because let's see if we just get so much paint on there all the time. Okay, do some bright green. And it's going to have a little black and maybe a little yellow. So I've got colors I'm using are Shamrock, which is actually literally craft paint from Walmart. And I've got the yellow, which is, oh, I can't read it. Oh, Sunflower, which is also the craft paint. Sorry, I'm trying to get it so you can see it, from Walmart. And then the bright green is Full Cart, and it's Apple Orchard. So those colors I'm using. And pretty much I just kind of went through and went dark green and bright green, and we're good. Hi, Tara. Thank you. Oh, I hope it comes out good too. I'm so glad you can hear me. You can hear me, right? Sorry, I just saw your comments. I think it's about a 30-second delay or so. So we're going to start with the dark green, and let's just start with putting some little leaves up here, and I'm just going to just randomly draw them in. I want them to be not flat, not boring. Bring it down like this into the orange. And because what we're going to do right here is we are going to cover this with some ribbon when we're done. Aha! So there's my mixed media that I'm going to be doing on here tonight. I'm probably not the best crafter, so we're going to see what happens with the hot glue. So, and we'll put another leaf here. We'll try to give it like 3 leaves. So glad you joined us tonight, Tara. Is it Tara or Tara? I'm trying to read. I had a friend who actually was a Tara and a Cara, C-A-R-A, which I thought was pretty cool. And we'll put the green here. And I'm going to separate them with some black paint. And then we'll put in one more over here just to kind of fill it in a little bit. And I am just randomly just putting paint down, just blobbing it down. And that is a technical term, blob. I know it is. It's a technical term somewhere. Okay. So here's these guys. Got some leaves on here. I'm going to have a ribbon here, which is good. We'll spread this one out a little further over this way. Alrighty. So now, I know it's still, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to shake that. I know it's still a little wet. Well, let's see if we put some green in here. Give this a little bit of personality. These leaves have so many different colors and shapes. Put some bright green over here. Okay, and let's see. I kind of look at that one. That one doesn't have, it's got mostly green, but I do want to add a little yellow to it. Sorry, I keep hitting the camera. Doesn't really matter. I'm not picky. Oh, well, I'm Teresa, and it's I think it's spelled 100 million different ways, which is I always thought was funny, and it just happens. I went by Terry for a long time too, and okay, they would spell it with an H, or which I don't, but doesn't matter. I'm with you on that one. Okay, so let's get some yellow put down here. Just want to kind of brighten it up here. Okay. So now I'm going to get my black. Tonight I've decided not to use that Dollar Tree inky black because it is just so inky. And I want to be able to get this to dry a little bit. So I'm going to get some black out. And I'm going to take a little bit of that on the tip of the brush. And I'm just going to outline my leaves and the carrot. And it doesn't matter if it's thick or thin. It's just whimsical. So it's not going to be perfect or... Oh, I've got a cat getting ready to come visit us. That's unusual. As you know, we have a lot of dogs, but normally the cat kind of stays away from in here when I'm painting. She's checking out all my stuff, so we'll see if she comes over to visit. I'll put a little few lines in here. Give it some character. Too much black. And the nice thing about painting is if you don't like it, you can always repaint it like I did with this gray. Okay, so let's see. We got those on there. And I probably need to get it dry first. It's kind of still a little damp. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use the blow dryer. Sorry, I was hoping I wouldn't have to. I hate all the noise, but I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get the carrot to dry for me. Won't take long. Here it is so far. I think it's looking kind of cute actually, but I'm funny that way. My mom was very polite when she said how interesting on the carrot. I just thought that was so funny. So, again, if you're going to use a hair dryer on your paint, make sure you use a cool, low setting. If you use a hot gun or a hot setting, you can sprinkle the paint. Some people like the texture and it works great, but I don't want that texture in here right now. So it might not be too bad on that carrot, would it, if I crinkled that paint? So I'm going to take a little plastic palette knife. This one has little marks, but I'm going to see about adding maybe just some, maybe make the carrot lines different colors. Let's just try this. Since I haven't done it before, we're shooting from the hip on this one, so it should be fun. So I like the teal, so let's add some lines to the carrot. And let's add a little color. I do like that one with the spots, but I guess if I don't like the lines, I can always go back and add spots later. Let me get a little close to the edge here. It just reminded me of, I don't know, spring and Easter and just kind of a little bit of everything. And I got to tell you, I don't know where you're at, Tara, but we're in South Central Texas. And it's been, it actually snowed here a couple of weeks ago, but lately it's been spring. The grass is growing in green. All the trees are starting to bloom. And then, of course, the groundhog came out today and said 6 more weeks of winter. But I think that's okay by us because our winter is like, in the 60s, really. And we have snow occasionally, but it's so rare. So, okay, I like the thin lines, but I like the thicker lines. So we'll leave it like that. I'm going to add some yellow because I like the yellow. Oh, thank you. I'm glad it looks cute with the lines. I kind of like it with the lines too. And then the little splotches. Because by the time we get done and we outline it and we put ribbon on it, I think it's really gonna, definitely you want the carrot to stand out instead of be overshadowed with everything. Oh, I like the yellow with it. What do you think? Kind of went green there. That looks good too. Oh, you got 9 inches of snow. Are you kidding me? Oh, Rhode Island. Oh, wow. That is most excellent. Yeah, you're a long way from us. I just could not imagine 9 inches of snow. I can't even imagine it. I've never been in that much snow, I don't think. That's crazy. Down here we get like a quarter of an inch and it shuts down San Antonio for 3 days. So 9 inches. Wow. So do you have to like shovel it out of your driveway? Or do you have like a machine? Because there's no way I'd shovel that much snow. I'd be paying somebody. I just couldn't do it. It would kill me. Wow. That is crazy. 9 inches. I love it. Let me bring it up a little bit. Okay. So what else should I add? Any other colors? I kind of like that for now. I don't know. Maybe a little white. Okay. Let's outline the carrot first. Darn it. Sorry. I don't mean to shake that. Okay. Let's outline the carrot a little bit, and then we'll decide if we need to add a little white to it or, some other bright color. Sorry, I tell you, I've got some new contacts. I'm trying contacts. And I don't know. Do you have contacts? They're interesting only because I really only needed them to read, I thought. And so I got these new contacts, and painting with them has been pretty interesting because sometimes it's like totally out of focus. I guess on the soft contacts, they put you so you can see up close with one eye and far in another, and I don't think it works for me. I don't want to land. Oh, that's nice. You don't have to. That's nice. Oh, 9 inches is nothing. Are you crazy? Let's see. 24 inches? That would be so awesome. I mean, can y'all ski up there? Rhode Island's one of the few states I've never been to. I would love to go there. Can y'all ski up there? 24 inches of snow, my lord. I think that's like more than Colorado sometimes, isn't it? I know they get like 18, 24 is crazy. How fun. Okay, that sounds like fun, but I could probably handle it for a day. I don't know if I can handle it all the time. So put that up there. That'll be covered anyway. So I think I'm gonna lighten up the carrot just a little bit with a little bit of white. What do you think? 24 inches of snow. That's like 2 feet of snow. I just couldn't even imagine that. My goodness. I had no idea it snowed like that up there. When we hear the weather reports, they show the whole Northeast, and that's what they give us down here. I'm sure you don't hear about us much up there either, especially since, we have 70 degrees and sun all the time, except for the heat a little further north. New Hampshire. Oh, but an hour away, that's nice. So you can just go ski whenever you want to go ski. And you don't have to be in your backyard. That's nice. Okay. I think it would be fun. I think it's crazy, though, when you first said 24 inches. It's holy cow. Okay. All righty. Let's put a little white on there. What do you think? I kind of like the white. It brightens it up, doesn't it? An hour. Wow. That's most excellent. When I lived up in Kansas City for a long time, but, even up there, if we got 8 inches of snow, that was like a blizzard. And I mean, but it snowed a lot more than it snowed down here. We just didn't have. So now we've got the white down. We've got some black down. What I want to do is I want to put in the lines now. I want to do them after instead of before. So I'm going to have to use a ruler. And I think what we'll do is make it one ruler width. What do you think? And they don't have to be perfect. So I think what we'll do is make a black line here. And we'll do this one down here. We'll do this one black. Yeah, I think the bottom will be black. I think that'll look good. I can't talk and paint a straight line at the same time. So if I get a little quiet, it's because of that. Okay, and then it goes over to about, is that about even? Wait, I can't see. I gotta move this out of the way. Move this up a little bit. Okay. Let's move this over here. Now I'm out of room. Okay. Yeah, that's a problem with these long ones. Okay. Alrighty. I think that's about even there. Oh, we go crazy. Florida, yeah. Oh yeah, it snowed. I don't know, a few years back on Valentine's Day, and it snowed like 4 inches of that really yummy, thick, wet snow, and we had a snowball fight, and it stuck to everything for about an hour, and everybody freaked out. But I swear it was gone and melted. I don't know. It happened at night, so by the next morning it was gone, and it's like everybody's freaking out, and it's nope, it's already 50 degrees. Snow doesn't stick around. But yeah, it gets pretty crazy. Thank you. I'm glad it looks good. So we're gonna go. I'm just gonna kind of fake it with. I don't want it to be perfect because the carrot's not perfect, but I kind of needed to make it a little bit. That's my OCD in me. At least get a little bit of solid lines here, and then we'll go in between. We'll pay the. I don't know. Should I paint that gray white? Should I paint the lines white? I think on the original they paint them white, but I'm just not sure. Or does it look too dark with the gray? What do you think? It's stuck for an hour. Yeah, it's yeah, it sticks for an hour if that. Isn't that funny? Because the ground's like 80 degrees and yeah. I bet you for y'all just laugh at us because we're so silly when it comes to that kind of thing. Now the heat, okay. The heat down here is a little crazy. It's over 100 for 4 months a year, sometimes longer. But you just plan for it, and then you're guaranteed you won't have a lot of snow. Okay, so that's not exactly perfect. Does that look okay that they're not perfect? Because they're not exactly perfectly straight. But I'm going to go here. I don't think I'm going to do the solid ruler. I don't want to make it solid straight because nothing else is perfect. Everything's kind of out of whack. And then I guess I just need to know if I should paint the other stripes white or if I should leave them gray. Kind of makes it dark. I don't know. You tell me what you think. There we go with I can't talk and paint straight lines. Oh yeah, it you can imagine down here, it just flurries a little tiny bit. And the highway shuts down, all the bridges shut down, the road shut down, and it is crazy. People just get crazy. I add a little bit of water because it's kind of drying out on me a little bit. And since it's acrylic, you can always add a little bit of water to acrylic to smooth it out a little. Make it go a little further. So what do you think? Whimsical, right? Whimsical. That's what somebody said that the other day. They said, I call it whimsical because it's not perfect. So anything that's not perfect is whimsical. I mean, that's like I'm trying to paint a perfect carrot and it turns out not perfect, so it's whimsical. And I kind of like that idea. But he wasn't perfect by any means. But I do like the whimsical. I like the not perfect, the fun stuff. Okay, so we're getting there. So should I leave them gray? Or should I make them white in between to brighten it up? Oh, I hear my dogs. We have a lot of dogs. So I think I think one of them's getting ready to come in and visit us. We'll see. They've been really quiet tonight. That's kind of scary though. Dogs are like kids. They get quiet and you sure wonder what the heck they're up to, right? What they're eating or chewing up in the house or out back. Okay. So you think, is that looking okay? Can't. Okay. Sorry. Get them. Okay. Let's do up here. We'll go about right here. Maybe a little further down. And maybe here. Yeah. And here. This is fun. I saw this so long ago in one of my little art groups, and I was like, God, just one day I want to paint that so bad. And I just love it. I just think it's precious. I know, Mom, it's a carrot. And that's just very interesting. So let's go up here. It's a great spring. course, up in Rhode Island, I guess, maybe a few more months before you get carrots right. That's so fun. Okay. You need to send me a picture of what it looks like. I just can't imagine. I mean, truly, that's crazy. 24 inches. 9 inches. That's so much snow. Okay, I'm just going to fill the top end black since I did the bottom black, at least for like this, I think. And I think, I'll show you my ribbon. I think what we might do is we might end up painting it white. I'm trying to kind of make it, if I need to, I'll re-outline those leaves so it doesn't look too weird. Yeah, I think like that. Maybe. Okay, get a little bit straighter. Now my contacts are messing with me on the close stuff. Okay. I think, okay, let me show you the ribbons. Let's see what you think. So I've got, my goodness, the burlap, which just sprang all over the place. So I got a little burlap. I'm just going to do a little layered ribbon, nothing fancy. And then I've got this burlap, which actually has some white on it, but I think that's too busy. So maybe this burlap, and then I've got some, I've got some black. It's not really buffalo plaid, but it's kind of cute. What do you think? Maybe brown and buffalo plaid, which I will do this white for sure. And then maybe either this, I have this, which I can throw in there. I don't know what that's even called, but it sure is cute. And then I have like yellow. I could put some, layer them different. Oh, look, I have yellow polka dot. I don't know. I'm gonna have to cut them first and see what goes best. Place to put a picture here. Oh, I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. Well, you can post it on Teresa Parker Art on my Facebook if you want, or just send it to me, Messenger, whatever works. I'd love to see it, just because that kind of thing always amazes me. So let's see. We've got. I think we'll try these, and I'll just cut them and see what colors look good on the carrot. But I think I need to paint it white. I think it needs to be white, and we need to brighten it up a little bit to go with those. So let me get a different brush because that has way too much black in it. Oops. Let's get some white here. We'll see, that might have yellow in it. Oh, it does. I'm going to put this aside. And let me see. Get another plate. And let's get a little white out here. I want some fresh white on a clean plate. And I'll use that with my next painting. So I'll do a little white. Just to kind of brighten it up a little bit, I think. I like this. I just thought it would be so cute. And of course, if I mess up any of the outline, I can always go back over it with black. That's a nice thing. And white here. Yeah, I think the white looks a lot better. What do you think? Oops. It's a lot brighter. A lot more cheery. Of course, right now you'll have a lot of white where you're at. That's just so funny. Down here today was almost a short day. Not quite. But, because we don't have snow or such cold weather, it gets 50 degrees down here and we have to wear a parka. So, yellow and the plaid. Yeah, I think yellow and the plaid, you're right, on there. Oops, made a little gray. Let's see. Thicken that up a little bit to go over that. Oops. And let me wipe that off. It's a little gray. Okay. Over here. Darn. Well, we'll go back over that white in a minute. It won't be a problem. And get rid of the gray off of that. Well, I might be having to go to a smaller brush here. That might not be too bad either, because I'm going to add a little color to the black and white anyway, right? With the, that's what they did on the original one, kind of like this, but you know, in different places. So with the black and the, it's kind of cute actually. So rough it up a little bit, and then we can put a little bit of the other colors in there. Oops, that was my table I just painted. I do that. Paint myself, paint my tables, you know. That's why there's so much plastic cover on everything. I can make a mess. Okay, so what do you think about that? Wait, I still go out without a jacket. Oh gosh, you would laugh so hard. I have to send you pictures of what it's like down here because it's 50 degrees, and it's funny because they'll wear shorts and a parka. So it's like the parka is going to keep them warm, but it's just so funny because it's 50 degrees at 8 a.m. But by 1 o'clock it's 80. You know, it's crazy. And that's kind of like fall, summer, and fall and spring weather. But yeah, it's kind of funny. So what do you think? I kind of added a little bit of that and messed up on the lines a little bit. So here's my question. Should I put some color in the lines or leave it black and white? On the original that she did, there was color on the black and white. Very cute. Thank you. So that's my dilemma. So let me show you. Oops, I don't want to mess that up. Let me show you the original. So here's her original. Can you see that? And it's got like the different colors on the black and white. And then mine, of course, I changed it totally and we did lines. But now I've got black and white lines on the black and white. Or should I add color? Are you kidding me? You were swimming in Arizona? That's funny. I'm gonna add a little blue. I'm gonna use your suggestion. Yeah, people like us think you're just crazy when you do that, right? It's so funny. I could see them looking at you like, what? That's fun. I love stories like that. It's kind of hard getting it on there. Kind of out of room up here. Oh, that looks kind of cool. I kind of blocked myself in with all my paints, didn't I? I'm just going to touch it. Oh, that kind of was yellow. That's kind of cool. I like it when things just happen. Accidents happen. Happy little accidents. Happy little clouds. No accidents. Just, what did he say? There's no accidents. Just happy little. I don't remember. Do you remember what Bob Ross used to say? I'll have to look it up now. It's going to make me crazy. What do you think? I know it's busy, and it's going to be busier when I put the ribbon on, but I kind of like it. I think it looks kind of cool, but I have to look at it straight on here. Let's see. There it is. I kind of like it. I think with the ribbon, it's going to look neat. And if I don't like it, I'll just go over some of the white and black and get rid of some of the color. What do you think? You think I'll leave it? Okay. I have to air it. Sorry. I know it's going to be loud, but I have to blow dry it. I want to get the ribbon on here and not ruin the ribbon. Flying pretty good. Happy little trees, happy little clouds. Remember we say there's no accident. It's no mistake. It's a happy some. I have to look it up now. It's gonna make me crazy. I forget. My memory's not what it used to be. Okay, so that is pretty dry. Okay. I made it pretty wild, but I think I kind of like it that way. Okay, now let's go here. Okay, so what if we do, I'm just going to cut some real quick and we'll take a look and see. Because I'm not going to do like a regular ribbon. I'm just going to do like a flat ribbon. I'll show you. And then we'll just pinch it together. So if we do like 2 of these, and if we use maybe let's try this black plaid. Happy little trees, happy little clouds. I just love Bob Ross. What an icon he is. And I loved him because he loved animals, and I'm an animal person. Okay, and we'll just make this about the same. We're gonna see what happens. Okay, so you're gonna learn. I'm not a real crafter, but you know. How about yellow polka dot? We're gonna try yellow polka dot, and we'll see if it's too much. We'll get rid of it. Let's see, about like that, and then about like that. Okay, so let's just take these like so. Getting them everywhere. And let's just squeeze these together. Squeeze. This actually is a pretty stiff ribbon. I'm gonna squeeze this with this and this yellow. Okay. And then if we squeeze these and we do it like this, what do you think? Is that gonna look good? I do like the burlap only because it's thicker and kind of hides the lines behind. So I tell you what, while I wait, I know it takes a minute for your answers to come through your comments, but I have to plug in my glue gun. This is gonna be fun. I'll be really surprised if I don't walk away with like some 3rd-degree burns. Just kidding. Well, not really. Okay, so now I think though what I can do is I'm going to use a little bit of this, and I'm going to use it to tie them. Let me get this back over here and pinch this back together. And we're going to use this to tie it. And we'll put them together, and we'll use one to tie them together. Oh, that's kind of wild. I don't know why that's called a ribbon. That's really weird stuff. It's almost like elastic. Oops, sorry. I don't know if you can see. I was off on my own tangent there for a minute trying to figure out how to tie this on here. So I'm going to tie it underneath and pinch this on top and tie it. Okay. Now I'll take, make sure the ribbons are right side up. I'll take this one and we'll put her on top and bring this around and tie it underneath again. See if this is the weirdest ribbon. I mean, I'm definitely not a crafter. I've kind of gotten into it a little bit more lately. I really like making signs and stuff, but I'm just not a real crafter. We're learning. So this is fun. Okay, so if I put that in there and I use this and leave this hanging off just a little, right? And twist it. Let's do this. Let's take these and let's make them pointed. Okay. And we'll point this one. Try not to get that all over the painting and mess it up. So I guess this is craft paint. I don't know what you call it. Okay. And we'll get these guys cut here. Let's do it this way. I'm just folding and cutting. Let's see if we can give it a little bit of, you know, different kind of a different look. Instead of just flat. I'm getting it all over the place, aren't I? Okay. So we're going to see if this thing from the hip worked. Okay. Make a mess. Oops. Stuck to me. Oh my goodness. Okay. So now we've got the yellow with the black and the burlap, and I think that's kind of cute, actually. I like those colors. And it's going to stick right here. Oh my goodness, what do you think? I did the yellow, but I did the polka dot. I wasn't sure which one, but what do you think of the little ribbon on there? Look at that. So, okay, now, aha, for the hot glue. We're going to see. Well, it's kind of hot, I guess. I'm sure if I touched it, I'd find out, but it's melting pretty good. I was always amazed at how hot glue works. Okay, so stick it about right there, you think? Oops, wait, it's crossed over. Okay. Yeah. Ha ha! Okay, so I'm pleased with myself. I used a glue gun tonight. So what do you think? There it is. Let me do this camera too. Let me put it on this camera. I don't know if I can. How do I figure this out? Let's try camera. Oh, okay. Let's try one way. Oh, it's okay. So low. Oh, look, there it is. Okay. So what do you think? Oh, wait. Okay. There it is. That was actually really a lot of fun. I love it. I'm so glad you love it. You have to do it. You have to paint it. In that, I just think it turned out pretty good. I'm very pleased with that. So I hope you give it a shot and try it one day and follow it. You know, this video will be on there. You can always watch the video again if you'd like. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. So there's my happy little carrot. And I can't wait to show my mom, and she'll see how interesting it is. So, but you take care. Thank you so much for joining me on Tuesday night, the Tuesday Night Live. I really appreciate it. And I'll be back on Thursday. I'm not sure what I'm doing, but I'm sure it'll be fun. So, Tara, you take care. Watch all that snow up there, girl. And y'all have a good night. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.